This is Voice Fashion Academy. Today we are going to be learning how to make a short. The materials we'll be needing is a brown paper, measurement tape, and a chalk with ruler. So first thing I'm going to be doing is going to take our measurement. Our measurement for today is that. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be taking the length of our knicker. The length of our knicker is 18. You mark the 18 plus. Mark it all round. After you finish marking it all round, the next thing you will be doing is to take the length of your crush. Length of my crush was 10, as you can see there. Then I just asterisk this 2 inches allowance is supposed to be at the down part, but we'll come to this later why I did not read it out, because we're not using that 2 inches allowance. So after that, what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be taking the measurement for our lap. So for the measurement of our lap, my lap was 20. My lap was what here again? The lap was 26, I think. So if the lap measurement was 26, you're adding more inches allowance to make it to. So I'm adding 1.5 inches. I think the lap measurement was 28. So I added 1 inches to give me 30. So after you got to 1.5 inches to give me 31, then you divide it into 2 and mark to get a center. So when you are finished getting that center, you rule it down. So after you finish ruling it down, the measurement you took just now was our first lap. Now what we're going to be doing next, you're going to be measuring your second lap. And my second lap measurement was 24. Okay, my first lap measure was 20, second lap measure was 24. So 24 divided by 2, that's 12. But then we'll now add 1.5 inches to it and divide into 2 again, with using your center that you have marked initially as a base to divide it into 2. Then you mark on both sides. You are marking on this side and on the other side. After I've finished doing this, as you have seen me do, after I've finished doing this, now you can now rule to meet with the length of the trouser on both sides. You rule to meet with the length of the trousers on both sides. After you finish doing this, now I'm coming to the length of our trouser. Remember I said length of our trouser is 18, but I did not add 2 inches allowance for the down. Reason is because if we're adding the 2 inches allowance for the down and you are fixing your band measurement, it will become 3 inches allowance. So now I'm taking 1.5 inches for my band. So because I'm using 1.5 inches for my band, the length of my trouser now, if I minus the 1.5 inches, the length of my trouser now is 18. You see the reason why I didn't use the 2 inches initially. So if I'm using this 18 inches and I'm adding 2.5 inches allowance for my down, so that I can have a very wide fabric to fold in. As you can see now, so this is 18 inches for my length. Then I now added 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. So you see that the first 2 inches measurement, we didn't use it for the cut, because anything that is having band, if you are doing it, you must ensure you subtract the band measurement from it first. So after doing this, now this is our allowance. I've read everything together. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be removing. I've marked my waist measurements to meet with my hips measurement, because for the hip measurement I did not divide into 2. I divided into 4. My hips was 41. When you divide it into 4, I'm sorry I didn't do that on this video, but I think we can easily do that on ourselves. So after you have gotten that, the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove 1 inches towards my crush and slant it to meet with my waist, as you can see me do on the video. This is to help our shorts, all our trousers have a balanced seat, because most times most trousers will wear them on our hips and our bum is higher. So after cutting our pattern, you place it on your fabric that and folded into 2, then you cut neatly as you do. The next thing we're going to be doing now is to measure our back. Now for the back, you don't need a pattern to do that, because you are just transferring the pattern for the front on a fabric. Then you are adding 2.5 inch or 2 inches. If the person is very fat, you can add 2 inches. If the person is not fat, you can add 2 and sorry, if person is fat, you can add 2 inch, 2.5 or 2 inches. Then the same thing with the hop, you add 2.5 inches as well. Then you slant to meet with your waist. I added half inches for my, what's it called again, for my his allowance at the flap side. And that is just it. You are using exactly the same measurement for everything. Then you cut off. Our pattern for our short is ready. Please, if you like this video, please help me like, share, subscribe to our channel to encourage us to bring more videos.